card matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard. Line.
Let's go. Their own 28-yard line.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready, and 2 stop.
54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, McPherson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Alpha.
Throwing on first down. McPherson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Matchbox right.
To throw again. McPherson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready! 30 base.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Running on first down, Eckler. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McPherson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Washington's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Tight dog. Watch twist. Hatch it. Hey, watch it. Shoot.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Watch the
Pilot, 64, weak.
Undercrunch.
Go.
Ringo.
Here's Eckler. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run.
Here we go, 46.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 45, 45. Mike, 45. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama.
26.
Elliott running right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
45 the mic. Stay with your man. Hey, check Mike.
Hey, kill. 47.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 56 yards.
16-yard line.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
47.
45.
26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go, go to 54, go to 50. 26.
Now Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Hey, we got to get a stop here, D. Check. Crunch.
54. Go to 54. Line 8.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 45. 45.
Okay.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
49. Check 49. Check.
Go to 53.
Nickel, nickel, nickel.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
On the set.
Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Leo.
Say. Check.
Five.
Now Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Hey.
Slow. No. Mike's by 4.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike. Check Mike. Check.
There we go. Kill.
Check. Slam.
On second down now. It's Elliott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
We're going to 54. 1
Check 26. Check 3. Check.
We go 47.
45. Mike.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Completes it to Powell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I don't think you got it, sir. Check.
Here we go. 46.
45 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
26.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Double time. Hey, we got 3 down. Out.
There we go. Kill.
Check Mike 45.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the pass.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Got his target, Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
45 to Mike. Coming. 45 to Mike.
Ain't no such thing.
Here we go. 46.
Hey, check
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Complete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Army. Kill.
Hey, kill.
45, Mike.
We're going to 54. 1 Hey, kill. Switch. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
53's the money. 53. Check 53.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go, get out there, get out there. We're going to 53.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. And we got to get to the ball.
Here's Prescott. Taking a shot for Samuel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Chopper!
No. Off. Check. Lucky.
Hey, Echo!
Watch the twist.
Look, squeeze!
Mike's 50, Mike.
Five.
On first down, McPherson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Ready up.
Turkey's the mark. Check the outs.
Going on the ground with Eckler. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready, set. Hey, seam six.
Watch the block. Motion. Block.
Look at me. Zipper. On the ball.
To throw on second down. McPherson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Go.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check your hot read. Check 31.
Check nine.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
We go set. 15 line. Go.
From the gun, McPherson. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Go to 54, go to 54, line. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line. Here we go. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
47.
Off. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
45's the mic.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Bilal Nichols, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready. And Lobo.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Watch this. Team spell.
Rush in. Rush
Smoke. Look at me. Go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, McPherson. Complete to Washington. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 24.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. McPherson, he wants it all for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Cut.
Here we go, 47.
45, Mike.
Here we go, 46.
Go. Shoot.
26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 13.
Hey, kill. There we go, kill.
Prescott from the gun on third. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Below Nichols bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game
are into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Hey, kill. 47.
Check Mike 45.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3. On first down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
47. Here we go, 47.
Safety screaming. Check safety.
On 2nd and 11 now, Prescott. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Check 45 to Mike. Wild Bill. Hey, alert 3.
Here we go, going to 54. Why here?
45.
I got him.
45. Mike, 45.
Here we go, going to 54. Why here?
45's the Mike. Watch the screen. Henry. 45's the Mike.
Don't let him.
Here we go, 46.
Play that time.
26.
Prescott now completes it to Samuel. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check Mike 45.
Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bucs 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
45's the Mike. Run it.
Kill. Under.
Motion.
26.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You must be dreaming.
You're not ready.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 14-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Our time. It's our time.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Again, it's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us.
My dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm a highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one.